missing you. Tika Laurent is on the other side of our studio at Media Watch. How are you?
Well, thanks, Mark.
Okay, Theresa May has made this surprise announcement, June the 8th, the date she has named. Give us the response.
That's right. A surprise announcement, shock announcement even, one that's really thrown British politics and society into chaos. Many are talking about what they call election fatigue after a Brexit vote, a general election and a Scottish referendum all in the last 3 years. This user really highlights that, saying PM's message to the nation, general election, nation's message to the PM, please stop, we're all so tired. There's even the first victim, so to speak, of election fatigue. Her name is Brenda. She's from Bristol. And her video has been trending because it seems to resonate with a lot of British voters who might be politically exhausted. Let's take a look.
General election.
You're joking. Not another one? Oh, for God's sake, I can't stand this. There's too much politics going on at the moment. Why does she need to do it?
Too much politics going on at the moment. Well said, Brenda from Bristol.
And in fact, her video was trending. The BBC journalist who interviewed her posted this on his Twitter earlier, showing that at one point she was trending ahead of Theresa May and Nicola Sturgeon. There it is. I guess it was a brief moment when she was trending ahead of Theresa May. So she managed to shadow Theresa May.
John Kay, nice guy, I know him. Good, very good journalist. So Theresa May getting support from and criticism from the press, but also from Twitter users.
That's right. Let's have a look at some of these reactions. This Twitter user says Theresa May is a political genius. What a boss move. What a gutsy move to call a snap election. And The Guardian reports that a poll earlier suggests that voters do agree, at least some voters do agree with her U-turn, because, of course, she had said she wouldn't call an election until at least 2020, and she's made an about face on that. Now, Jeremy Corbyn has actually been sort of trolled online for his reaction. Let's see if we can show you this. Well, it's not working. There's a lot of reactions to Jeremy Corbyn's possible reaction to this announcement here. People saying he's going to need all the help he can get. He might even need to phone in some favors, Mark, from Vladimir Putin.
That's unfair.
That's a little unfair. It's a little harsh. Let's end with this. Maybe a new candidate, Larry the Cat, 10 Downing Street's resident cat, who also might throw his name into the hat. Yes, we cat.
Yes, we cat. Meow. Okay, let's talk about a special election being held in the US state of Georgia. This one making news. Why?
Well, it's a special election to fill the seat left by Tom Price, who is now Trump's health minister. And what's interesting is that the seat has been Republican for nearly 40 years, but there's a new guy on the block, so to speak. His name is Jon Ossoff, and he's a dynamic Democrat candidate who's sort of hoping to shake things up. He's a documentary filmmaker, and just to give you an idea of how much momentum he's getting, he's raised over $8 million so far in this campaign. It's prompted the New York Times to question whether this will mark the beginning of the anti-Trump revolt, if you like, if he wins. It's still unclear. The election is taking place this Tuesday. The runoff election will be in June, so there's still a bit of time. In any case, Donald Trump has been picking up on this anti-Trump momentum. He's tweeted 4 times in the last 24 hours, urging Republicans to back their candidates. And Ossoff's, in this tweet here, he says, Ossoff would be a disaster in Congress, weak on crime, illegal immigration. Say no to him.
That is the best possible advert that Ossoff can have.
That's right.
Trump tweeting to all his followers that this guy is the worst ever. I mean, and we're talking about it, and everyone knows Ossoff now, largely because of Donald Trump.
That's right.
Shoot yourself in your foot or what? Should we go to India?
Yes, we can go to India.
Unless you want to do more. I mean,
well, I just want to
you're
finish,
in charge. Go on, so go ahead.
I want to finish this just because their slogan is great. Vote your Ossoff. That's what they're using to bring support for Jon Ossoff.
Okay.
There's also a hashtag Make Trump Furious. So people have been deliberately tweeting to make Trump furious.
Okay. No comment on that one. Let's go to India then. This backlash against the social media website Snapchat. Very popular with young people, but what's the backlash about?
Well, this is really, if anything, a good lesson in how not to infuriate a country that is home to over 1 billion people. Mark. This story really stems from anger by Indians. They've been boycotting Snapchat, which is that ephemeral social media, after its CEO, Evan Spiegel, allegedly made comments back in 2015 saying that he was not interested in expanding into countries like India and Spain, which he considered poor countries. Now, it must be said these are alleged comments because they came to light after a disgruntled employee leaked them, and Spiegel has denied making these comments. But nonetheless, Indians have been flooding Twitter with angry reactions. For instance, they've flooded the app stores, rating Snapchat with 1 star. They've been uninstalling the app, and there are even reports that Indian hackers have been hacking into millions of Snapchat accounts. Now, let's look at some reactions on Twitter. You have this user says, "Dear rich Snapchat, goodbye from my poor mobile. I love my country more than I love this app." There's also another user who says, "Let's show him the power of 1.25 billion people." Granted, not everyone has a cell phone in India, but you get the idea. At least 300 million people do have cell phones, so the backlash is quite strong. Now, just to end on this, they did it did veer into the farcical at some point, because in their haste to uninstall Snapchat, some users were accidentally uninstalling Snapdeal, which is an Indian e-commerce website, and as a result, they suffered some economic troubles in the backlash. And in fact, Snapdeal's CEO tweeted this, saying, "People asking us to make a statement that Snapdeal is not Snapchat is possibly the last thing I thought I'd ever have to do."
Indeed, they don't even sound the same. Snap, yeah, but come on, they're different things, aren't they? It's very clear. I don't know how to use Snapchat, so I can't even comment on it. Nor do you. No, okay.
Vaguely.
Vaguely.
Younger.
Tweet us and let us know. Probably the best way. Dipti, thank you very much indeed. Dipti with Media Watch.